Welcome back to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate, and it's now my pleasure to introduce two representatives from John Deere and Thibodaux. We have first up, closest to me, Renee Temple. Good to have you here. And then we also have Lanicia Bangura, who is Quality Engineering Manager at John Deere Thibodaux. Thank you all very much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so I know upcoming you'll have a special event that's going to take place in John Deere Thibodaux, featuring some local students. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yep, so it's an event called Introduce a Girl to Engineering. It's an event that we've been hosting since 2013. When we first started it, we started with two local high schools, Thibodaux High and Edie White. We were new to it, so we started with only 25 girls, and over the years it has grown. So really the focus of this event is for 8th grade girls, so it's more middle school. So we started focusing more on our local middle schools in the area. So in the North Lafourche area, just because of time constraints and transportation getting to the factory. So we currently have 6 local middle schools that we reach out to. They all send girls, 10 to 15 girls from each school. We have about 70 to 75 girls that come on site, and we have different activities set up throughout the day. So this was something that other John Deere factories did, and we thought it would be a good idea to implement it at our Thibodaux factory. So we started that in 2013, and it's grown over the years. The last 3 years, because of COVID, we hadn't been able to do it. So we're excited about getting back into it and being able to host the event again now that we can do those kind of things.
Well, that's wonderful. And Lanicia, let me ask you, since you're in engineering, what made you get started in this field?
Well, for me, when I was back in high school, I found that one of the things that I was really interested in was math and science, which is rare for females. I did not know that at the time. So when I was looking for an education and something that I really wanted to have a job that I could enjoy, not just something to go to work for, I knew math and science was kind of my, those things that I enjoy doing. So it was kind of a no-brainer that I would go into school to become an engineer. So when I graduated, I went to Grambling State University, and I got my degree in manufacturing engineering.
Okay, and how long have you been with John Deere?
In June, it will be 25 years.
Wow. You look young, so you look great for that. All right.
Well, it's that low-stress job there.
Well, that's good. Can you tell me what you like about, the factory itself and that field of work?
Well, what I like about the factory is really just around here, especially in the Lafourche area, I really do like the people in the area and just getting to work with a variety of people, a diverse group, and everybody's kind of respecting everybody's opinions, thoughts, ideas. I also enjoy, from the engineering perspective, just seeing a process from the manufacturing point, just getting the process, improving upon it, and then just working through and troubleshooting until we get the most quality product that we can produce. So those are the things that I enjoy.
Okay, Renee, let me ask you, what are some of the things that for the girls to expect when they go? What type of events do they do?
So we start off with an icebreaker. So when the girls do come to the factory, we don't let them sit with their classmates. We divide up the schools. We have assigned seating, and we have mentors that are table leads. So each group has a table to where they work in a group atmosphere. And so we start with that icebreaker so they could kind of get to know each other. We do a bristlebot race, so it's a toothbrush, the top of a toothbrush, and they have to be able to move down a little racetrack that we have made. And we do a factory tour, so we show the participants our manufacturing process. So what's neat about our factory is we do all our processes at our factory. So I like saying it comes in as a big sheet of steel, and then it ends coming out like a tractor, a cane harvester. So so they get to see that whole process. They follow a part that we build throughout the factory, and then we come back. We have lunch, we feed them, And then we do something at the end, it's called Chocolate Factory. So they have to melt chocolate, they put the chocolate into molds, they have to make it a certain weight, they can't have any bubbles in it or anything like that. And then we have people who actually, some of our leadership team actually inspect it and they buy it from them if they feel like it's worthy enough to buy, and if it needs to be fixed, they tell them, give them suggestions on what they need to do. So,
Sounds wonderful. And
Yep.
y'all have been doing it since 2013, is that correct?
yes, yes.
So in the next few years, I guess you'll start to see maybe some people come back to there. I guess it's about that time or
Yeah,
so.
hopefully. So one of the I guess exciting moments for me is one time I was at a Thibodeau High career fair, and our girl came and found our booth, and she wanted to let me know that she was going to college for engineering, and it was because of our event that enticed her to be able to go that route. So we helped her make that decision. So just having that one person come tell me that was very rewarding.
Lanicia, let me ask you, I know you wanted to talk a little bit more about the details of what's going on with the activities that the girls are going to go through. Can you tell
Right.
us about that?
So one of the things we're finding is that a lot of the reasons we don't have a lot of young girls entering to the field of engineering is because they're just not educated on all of the different engineering options out there.
True.
So our activities are really designed to kind of showcase some of those major engineering activities. Like for our first activity, which is a marshmallow bridge, they're taking spaghetti and they're building a structure. So we're teaching them structural design. It's fun. Their structure has to freestand and hold up a marshmallow, which may sound like it's easy, but we've had a team of engineers work the same project and they couldn't get their structure to hold. So that's one of the things. And with the robot that Renee talked about, it's a small toothbrush robot, but what it does is it teaches them the qualities of drag and friction, and it also teaches them to troubleshoot to get their robot to move faster and along a path that's going to get them to win a race. And then lastly, the chocolate factory, each table becomes its own factory, and from every aspect of the manufacturing process, whether it's from operations to quality, supply management, accounting, they all have to perform as a factory, and a factory which makes the most money, which is gauged by our leadership team who participates, come in, pretty much determine the quality and the selling price of the chocolate, the team wins. So it's all structured around the different manufacturing processes that are available within our Thibodeau factory, and also some of the opportunities within STEM that it's available within the Nart-Lafourche Parish area.
Sounds interesting. Now, for engineering, I know you have different fields of it. Is there any specific field that it involves? You have different type of engineers, and that always confuses me. Can you explain the different types?
Well, the way we explain it to the kids so it's not super overwhelming is we say you got your product design engineers, and they're really responsible for designing the product. Then you have your manufacturing engineers, which are responsible for making the product. Then you have quality engineer, which is, of course, responsible to ensuring the quality of the product. And then you also have your process and verification engineers, which is responsible for ensuring that any of the technology or any of the designs that we come up with has longevity in the field. So those are a few of the
A bunch
fields.
of different options. And Renee, let me ask you, we're talking about design. What type of things, are being designed and manufactured at the facility?
So currently, the products that we build, so probably the most familiar that everyone is with is our cane harvester. So that you see around here in South Louisiana. And then we also build a scraper. So it's a construction product, but it levels the land. So it's a big scraper machine that is pulled behind a big tractor. It's used more in like road construction and when properties need to be leveled. We also build a cane loader. It's a very low volume product, and that is something that's only shipped overseas. We don't do anything within the states for that product. And we have some other weldments that we do and products that we're building to help other factories. And then we do have another product that will be coming to our factory. We should have it in full production 2025.
2025.
And that is a cotton stripper that will be primarily for overseas market.
Well, that's wonderful. Yeah, that's something you don't see too much around here, a little bit north of, cotton, but again, that's something that can be built here but shipped overseas for use over there.
Yes. Yeah.
And, Lenicia, let me ask you, and of course, these machines have gotten, very, I guess, technology savvy over the times, it's constant. It's not the same thing that you're producing over. Each year you have new components and new ideas to work through. Is that right?
Yes. So John Deere has taken a stand to be a more of an industrial technology. We're building a lot of equipment with a lot of the technology, future technology, and we're being innovative in our approach to technology so that our farmers have, nowadays they can use satellite imagery and yield monitoring to kind of monitor their operations from a command center in their homes or whatever. So, yeah, the need for STEM-related fields is growing and growing, as you see this really across the board in all the industries, that reliance on more and more technology to be more innovative in our products.
And like you said, that's a field that I guess is underrepresented by women in that field, and this is a great program that hopefully can develop and help somewhat that, numbers to get a little bit more equal or so.
Yes, we see things as coding and engineering and really mathematicians and physics and all of those things that normally females would not venture into as something that's really struggling to get more female interaction, and that's one of the goals of Introduce a Girl to Engineering, to say, hey, look, there are these fields out there that you are more than qualified for, and just educating them on that.
And you have, you said about 75 coming this year, is that right?
Yes, we have, it'll be about 75 girls. So this is usually held during National Engineering Week, which is usually in March. This year it fell on Mardi Gras week, so that kind of took it out of the lineup for us. So we're a little late this year doing this, but we thought it would be perfect to wrap up Women's History Month with Introduce a Girl to Engineering. So it still focuses on our women in the factory and manufacturing and in any jobs. So it kind of worked out good that way as well.
Yeah, in manufacturing, that's another area itself where, women are underrepresented as well.
Yes, we have lots of women on our factory floor. We have welders, we have assemblers, material handlers, so we have a good representation of women at our factory.
Well, great, and they got a couple more good examples sitting right here to learn from, and we wish y'all the best of luck with y'all on Thursday, March 30th.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more right here on HTV.